Well, I just mentioned body image and bullying. It's a big topic for teenagers and parents, and here to help us with some important and life-saving advice for everyone is Teen Empowerment Advisor Maria Wood. Welcome back, Maria.
Thank you for having me. I love being here.
We love having you. You have such great advice. So let's dive into the issue of bullying right now.
Okay.
And for some folks, when they hear that word, they say, you know what, that's a being kids mentality, or, you know, back in the day when we were young, we would just deal with it and get over with it. But now it has deadly consequences. Talk about that.
Well, bullying has taken on a whole new turn because, you know, there are mean girls. They've been around since the dawn of time.
Right.
But bullying, I think, because it's all around us now with social media, which is the insidious creature in our lives now, bullying has taken on a whole new turn. And it's something that I see a lot in my students, a real fear of interacting with people now, a fear of rejection, a fear of being judged. Everything is just up the ante with everything that we're dealing with in this new social media world.
It's so true. You know, I was just thinking when you were talking, my little girl, and she's 11, she's in middle school, but this boy on Snapchat started, I was like, is this your friend? She said, well, he likes to just be my friend to make fun of my last name, Eggwords.
Yeah.
I said, oh, okay,
yep.
Well, I'll be speaking to him after school.
Yep.
But it elevates and it goes to a level that's can be dangerous.
Anything. They'll pick on anything. And so it's really, like I said, just sort of up the anxiety. And that's the kind of key word. Anxiety leads to a lot of bad behaviors for kids, and depression, and the bullying really kind of is the source of it.
And so you have 3 tips, 3 words that jump out to you. Tell us about it.
Well, it's sort of my own personal philosophy with Fashion Focus, and another thing that we're going to be talking about soon: define, strengthen, own. I believe that when I work with my students, they need help defining who they are, what makes them them. They're comparing themselves to everybody on social media, and they have not really thought about who they are as a person. And parents help, but there's a point where kids become deaf to their parents.
Right.
So define, I help them do that. Strengthen, then take those things that they are and strengthen them. What can we do? Do we want to make you more of a volunteer? Do we want to make you more of an athlete? Do you want to get into modeling or whatever that may be? Let's help you get there. And finally, own it. That's the biggest thing that I think kids struggle with, is owning who they are and being happy with who they are. And it's a mature concept, but because, you know, I'm still finding out who I am, right? You know, it's a process. But for kids who are sort of mesmerized by everything on that phone, there's no real focus on who they are. They're looking at everybody else, and they're not really focusing on themselves. And I feel like it's that they need help. We need to help them.
So you're a powerful woman, and you have a Powerhouse program. The first tenet is stop bullying?
Yeah, so the first hashtag we started was stop bullying because I saw something on NBC News about a teen who had committed suicide in Florida. I put a simple request out there: if anybody needs help, if anybody has a child in need of or in distress from bullying, call me. It took off like a rocket. I had volunteers, I had people who wanted to come to the program. So then I went to the next one, which was stand up. Let's do this together. Let's stand up. Let's get this out of our lives anymore and be in control. So that was the next hashtag, take charge.
So you just put them on social media: stop bullying, hashtag stand up, and then and stand up is just everybody taking notice and doing the action.
And then the take charge is let's make this happen. Let's make this 3-week program happen, and let's help our children take charge of their lives, and let's do this so that we're not reading about suicides anymore of a 12-year-old girl. And then the Powerhouse program, define, strength, and own, and it's a wonderful 3-week, and I wanted to make it 3 weeks so it was a regular meeting for these kids to feel like they belonged, that they had people who cared about them, and that they had peer mentors. And I had plenty of peer mentors from my program. The owner of Norwell Athletic Club brought in some BC High boy mentors. So this isn't just about girls, this is about girls and boys. And I'm so proud of it.
So at this Powerhouse program meeting, this 3-week program, what are some of the stories that you can share? Anything that kids opened up about that you were just like, your jaw just dropped?
Oh my gosh, some of them were very extreme incidences of bullying and exclusion and isolation. Some were just 10-year-old girls, 7-year-old girls who felt different because they looked different. And like I said, they pick on you for everything these days. So just little sad stories of girls feeling excluded because their hair is curly and they're made fun of that. And so they don't have the maturity or the wherewithal to know what to do. So we bring them to a place where we're going to help, kind of like we're just going to support them and go, you got this. Your hair is great. I mean, I know it sounds silly and simple, but if we can get them early, and we can get them to be in charge, to be their own powerhouse, to own who they are. Later on, when adolescence really kicks their butt, they'll be in a little bit better shape.
So you have an event coming up, I believe. When's the next event, the Powerhouse program? When is it back?
So it's going to be the Back to School Powerhouse Boost. It's September 17th, 24th, and October 1st at Norwell Athletic Club, 7 to 8:30, 3 weeks in a row, and we hope to get kids back to school feeling empowered.
I love it.
And powerhouses.
Maria, you were really, I mean, this woman, you can't really tell. She's sitting down, she's 6 feet tall, 6 feet of joy and power, and she has love. And so if folks are interested, I really want them to check out the Powerhouse program to uplift their young people, their teenagers, even younger, and come out and check out your program.
Great, yep, mariasfashionfocus.com. Call me, I'm here for anybody, anytime.
We love that. Thank you, Maria, for being here. And
Thank
you know,
you for having me.
your family here at This is New England, so we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Maria's next Powerhouse program will be coming in the fall, and they're all free of charge. For dates, locations, and information, visit mariasfashionfocus.com. And also, we have a special documentary coming up on teenagers and anxiety called Growing Up Wired, A Connected Generation. Be sure to watch that with your whole family on May 23rd at 7:30 p.m. right here on NBC10 Boston.